Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, My English Journey with Danny. I'm Danny, and today I am going to tell you how long it took me to learn English. Okay, first of all, I want to tell you that you don't have to compare your process to someone else's process because we are all very different and that is totally okay. But I wanted to talk about this topic because this is a question that I always had in my mind when I was learning English. So, yeah, for example, in my case, I started studying English since 2016. One day I said, okay, I want to be bilingual. So I started reading grammar books. That was the first step that I took because it is very important to learn grammar because that way you know the correct form of the sentences, the subject, the pronoun, and all of that. So yeah, for me grammar is very important. After reading those books, I started listening to music, watching a lot of TV shows. Of course, I watched them with subtitles because that way I knew what they were saying. But the thing is that I wasn't so constant. So, yeah, it took me longer than I expected because I was giving a lot of priority to listening, but I was not giving it the enough attention to speaking, writing, and reading. So some years passed by and I was doing the exact same thing. So, of course, I was almost a master in listening, but I was very scared to start speaking. And then finally, in 2024, after 7 years of only being listening, I decided that that was enough. Well, to be more precise, I decided that it was enough in December of 2023. I was like, okay, it is almost New Year. So I remembered that one of my wishes for 2024 was that I was going to start speaking in English. And yes, thank God in December of 2023, I had the opportunity to join an English group. And the main focus of that group was speaking. So, of course, I was very, very happy, but at the same time, I was very scared. And I remember that during the first weeks, I barely said a word because I was very nervous. And that is very normal, because you are scared that the people might laugh at you. And I think that that is one of our main concerns concerns, sorry, when we are learning a new language, because you are like, oh my God, what if I don't pronounce well the word? Or what if I make mistakes? And that is totally normal. You are allowed to make mistakes. Don't worry, don't be afraid, because mistakes are what make you better. So yeah, just keep going and don't give up, because of course I have some stories about people who were more advanced learners, and of course I received some bad comments from them. But well, that is another story, sorry. And speaking about that, I just want to tell you that please don't let that people stop you from reaching your goals. And don't listen to them, don't listen to the bad comments, because unfortunately people is always going to judge you. So please don't listen to them. Don't listen to those kind of people, and focus on your goals, please. So yeah, that was just a little reminder for you. And getting back to my journey, I remember that during my first conversations, I was very shy because I am not shy at all. I am an extroverted person. I have an extroverted personality, but of course, my personality in English was very, very shy. But thank God, after like 4 months, I started feeling very different. Oh my God, and that was a huge relief, because I was like, oh my God, I did it. I cannot believe that I did it. And I was very happy, because imagine that after a lot of years, I was already speaking. I could not believe it. So I have been practicing speaking for almost a year, and I feel very different. Now I feel that I can have a very good or interesting conversation with someone, and that feeling is amazing. So in conclusion, it has took me like 8 years to reach to the point that I am today. But don't worry, don't be scared. In my case, it took me a lot of years, because my process was not linear, because I didn't have an English teacher. I didn't take like any course until I had the opportunity to join to the speaking group. And of course, I am forever grateful with those people, because I think that without that group, I wouldn't have the courage to start speaking, to start having conversations in English. So, yeah, thank God I had that opportunity. Let me know in the comments, please, if you want to know how I joined to that group. But yeah, I think that if my process would have been lineal, I think that I will have reached my goals, my English goals in 1 year, because I think that in 1 year you can do a lot of things. And yeah, I think that it is possible that in 6 months you start having conversations in English, and then in 1 year you have a very good level of English. So yeah, I think that 1 year is enough to start having conversations in English. But of course, I would like to know and hear what do you think? Do you think that it is possible that in 1 year you are speaking English or not? Or tell me please about your process, how it was. It was difficult, easy for you. Please tell me everything. And thank you so much for listening to this episode. See you in another episode. Take care. Bye.